Jesus used the analogy of describing those that believed in him as wheat. He said, unless a kernel of grain falls in the ground and dies, it does not bear any fruit. If we're going to explain what he meant in terms that we could understand today, it would sound like this. Unless a Christian stops living off the faith of others, quits thinking what church they belong to is important, unless a Christian moves from just believing in a set of doctrinal beliefs and starts to live a life that's controlled by his Spirit, they will never produce any spiritual fruit. Just accepting him and attending church does not produce this kind of spiritual fruit. Jesus tells us that life is found in him. He is life. The presence of his Spirit in you brings life. He promises that his Spirit will teach you, renew, discipline, and empower you. He promises to make you a whole new person. What he's saying is that each individual Christian needs to come to him personally to find life. King David knew this. He was called a man after God's own heart. He was personally taught by the Spirit of God. David describes this personal relationship with God in the Psalms. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. See if there's any evil way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. God promises us the abundant life. God wants us to find it, not to hide it. He tells us how to get it. We must live spiritually one with him. When Jesus says a kernel of wheat must die, he's not talking about physically dying. He's talking about us denying our own desires and making his ways more important to follow than our own. We must make following him the focus and purpose of our life. Jesus said, it is possible to do many good things in your lifetime. It is possible to do many religious things for years and still miss out on the life that he promised to those that follow him. You search the scriptures and go to church, but you're unwilling to come to me to find life. Jesus puts a lot of weight on knowing him and being renewed by his Spirit. To him, it is very, very, very important. Let me finish with the story that Jesus told us in the Bible. When you finally meet me in person, many are going to say to me on that day, God, we went to church. We did many things for you. We did many things in your name. Jesus answers them with this statement, depart from me, because I never knew you. We are shocked at what he says. We cannot believe what he said is true. But if it is true, maybe we should take the rest of what he told us a little more serious. Maybe we should let ourselves be taught and renewed by his Spirit. Just remember, unless a Christian gets serious and starts to follow me, unless a kernel of wheat falls in the ground and dies, it will not bear any spiritual fruit.